Hello and welcome to Fox Media and Entertainment Auto Reviews. Today we will be taking a look at a 2014 Kia Optima EX. I will start by quickly highlighting some of the specs of the Kia Optima. The 2014 EX features a 2.4-liter inline-4, producing 192 horsepower and 181 foot-pounds of torque. Drivetrain is front-wheel drive with 6-speed automatic. Estimated fuel range is between 23 in the city and 34 on the highway, fed by an 18.5 gallon fuel tank. For measurements, we have an overall wheelbase of 110 inches, total length of 190.7 inches, width of 72 inches, and height of 57.1 inch. Total ground clearance is 5.1 inches. Alright, let's take a quick listen to the car and then we'll take a tour of the interior. Alright, we're going to hop on into the driver's seat here. Right here you can see we have the keyless entry system. I have the key fob here in my hand. Here's what the key fob looks like. So it does have keyless entry. What you can do is you can walk up to the vehicle when it's unlocked. You press this one once to lock. You'll see the mirrors fold in. And then you can press again to unlock. And the mirrors fold out. If you only press it once, just the driver's side door unlocks. If you press it again, it'll lock. If you double press it now, again it'll unlock, but this time it unlocks all 4 doors. And you can see you have normal keyed entry right here if the battery in the remote dies. Alright, climbing on into the driver's seat here. Nice roomy cabin. I'm going to start up the vehicle here with keyless ignition again. Here's our start-stop button. So if you just put your foot on the brake and then press this button in to start the engine. The front 2 windows are fully automatic, so just one up. So on the door panel here we have our folding mirror button. Press it in once and it stays suppressed when the mirrors are folded in. Then you can desuppress the button by pressing it in and then the mirrors will come out. It's kind of nice to have that feature here. We have our electric mirror controls. You have your lock unlock button and then again the toggle switch. So another one of those suppress or desuppress buttons for the passenger and back seat windows. And then back 2 windows controlled by the switches there, not fully automatic. Here we can see the Infinity branding for the Infinity by Harman sound system that is in here. This is an optional sound package. For the sound system you have 2 two-way door speakers, one here and another over there. You have tweeters up in the corners and a center channel speaker right there. In the back you have another door speaker on either side and an 8-inch subwoofer back there in the trunk. It's an open air subwoofer. It is not a ported or enclosed subwoofer. So back here to the driver's seat we have the gauges here. We have your speedometer in the middle, your tachometer on the left, engine temperature, fuel level, and your gear indicator are on the right. We have several different lights, indicators that light up throughout here. As you can see right now, headlights are on. I can flip on the fog lamps and that lights up over there. The fog lamp toggle switch is on the stalk over here with the rest of the headlights. It's the inner ring there. Here, this outer ring, I can control the auto, on, daytime running lamps, or off. I can pull it back just to flash the brights quickly, or click it forward to keep them on. Moving to the left side of the steering wheel here, we have a button to control the illumination of the gauges. We have a traction control off button and the heated steering wheel toggle switch. On it lights up, off it's not lit up. Down here we have the parking brake. You can press that in, just right there. You can press that in to put it on. Alright, over here we have The infotainment center. This is a UVO by Microsoft system. This is not the one with navigation. This is just the basic UVO system. Over here we have AM, FM toggles. So there's AM, FM. The next one down is satellite radio. I don't currently have XM radio, but that would be right there. And then media, that would pair to your phone, your Bluetooth right there like that. So here we'll give a listen to some FM radio. There was FM radio. Here we'll see if my phone will pull up some music for us. Looks like I must not have Spotify open. Give me 1 second here.
Elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they can tell us they confuse it. It's not hip hop, it's pop. Cause I found a hella way to fuse it. With rock, shock rap, with dot. Don't lose yourself, I make them lose it. I don't know how to make songs like that. I don't know what words to use. Let me know when it occurs to you while I'm ripping any one of these verses. The verses use curtains. I'm inadvertently hurting you. How many verses?
Play pause button there in the middle. This is a very good sounding sound system, the Infinity by Harman system. Definitely a good step up from the stock system. The 8-inch subwoofer is very adequate for a car this size and fills the cabin with a nice amount of bass. Over here we have our e-services button. You can access things like roadside assistance, diagnostics, parking minder, and all this stuff will pair with the UVO app that you can get on your phone on either Android or iPhone. Under phone, we can dial number, look at our contacts, see our recent calls, see our various phones that are connected to the system. And then under setup, we just have the basic settings for this system. Here we have a seek track button up and down, and then category up and down if we're looking through the AM or FM or satellite radio station list. Our volume dial is over here on the left. You can also press that to turn it on or off. Over here we have our tune button. And then up here, this is a CD drive up here. The eject button here on the left. I don't currently have a disc in there, so I can't show you that, but it's just a slot loading CD player. Pretty basic. Here we have your display button to toggle it on and off. If it is off, you can just tap the screen to bring it back on. Down here we have our air conditioning controls. We have a front defrost, rear defrost. You have your fan control up and down right here. Off, just to turn off all air conditioning or heating or whatever you have on. AC to toggle that on or off. Mode, this adjusts where the air is blowing, as you can see by the diagram there, showing on screen. Then you can choose to bring air in from the outside or recycle it. The knobs control the temperature. Now right now it controls both sides, but I can just turn this knob or press in to turn on or off dual temp, so it turns into a dual zone climate control. And one thing to note too is the back seats also do receive whatever air is going to the driver's side through these two vents right here. So some cars in this price range don't have any air vents for the back seat, but this car does, so just note that. And then down here we have our shifter, pretty normal. Next to drive there is a manual mode where you can press it forward, shift up, or back to shift down. I'll show you that quick here. So you just go from drive, pull it left, forward to upshift, back to downshift. Over here we have our heated and cooled seats, each of which is 2-stage. The left seat, or driver's seat, is on top. Right seat is on bottom. You can just press it, heated, cooled on the bottom. Here, I currently have a phone charger plugged in, so let me just unplug that quick. Here we have our UVO Connect interface. We have an aux input and a USB input right here, as well as two 12-volt cigarette lighters. And that about takes care of it for the driver's seat. Just one more thing to note, also on the door here, we have our gas cap release and our trunk release over here on the door. Oh, and one more thing, the steering wheel controls. You have your volume up and volume down over here, your seek track up and down over here. We have a mute button for the radio, and a mode, which would, I unpaused our music here, a mode button which would again cycle through AM, FM, satellite, and Bluetooth connections. And a voice control button right here. I'll show you that quick.
Please say a command after the beep.
Help!
Here are some examples of media commands. Play Zune. Play artist Rolling Stones. Shuffle. Repeat on. For help with other modes, say more help after the beep. Please say a command after the beep.
Cancel. So there we can see what the voice command system is like. It's pretty nice. I don't use it too often, but it is nice to have in those situations where you can keep your eyes on the road and your attention on the road a little bit more. So that's nice to have. Back over here we have your call pickup and call cancel here. Over here we have cruise control settings. So you can press it in to turn on cruise, and then you'll press this toggle switch down for set, and then once the speed is set you can press up or down to change the speed by 1 mile per hour. Right here we have our toggle switches that work through the onboard computer here. So right now you can see it shows you various things such as distance to empty. If I hit it down, it'll then go to average fuel economy, instantaneous fuel economy, average speed, elapsed time, service reminder, trip A calculator, trip B calculator, and distance to empty again. And then we have an OK and cancel, which are for the command prompts that come up on the onboard computer here. So if we hit this file folder type button here, it'll bring us to the user settings. So here we again just use that toggle up down switch, and we can go into like settings like door, auto door unlock, auto door lock and unlock, two press unlock, horn feedback. So we can go into that kind of stuff, all the different settings in the car. Can even adjust things like lamp, for example, if you want to adjust the Onetouch turn lamp. So what this is like on the turn signal stalk, if I just flick it up, a half click there, it automatically click a set number of times. So this is useful for like changing lanes, for example. So you can adjust that between 3, 5, and 7 flashes. So that's where the OK and cancel buttons come into play, is through here. Lots of cool settings and functions that you can access through there, so that's a nice thing to know your way around. And that takes care of it for the driver's seat. And we'll go take a look at the passenger seat quick and then check out the back seat. Alright, so here we are in the passenger seat. As you can see, plenty of headroom. Pretty comfortable seat. Yeah, look, plenty of headroom, not too bad. Pretty comfortable seating here. Take this down and show you. Alright, so view from the passenger seat. As you can see, infotainment center, climate controls, all that is oriented toward the driver, but easily accessible from the passenger seat, not a problem there. Glove box here, press a little button. As you can see, I have a drink in here, which is a good leadway. This right here, this vent, you can open or close, so this entire glove box is actually insulated. It's kind of like a cooler. That there connects to the AC system. So I have the AC on, air gets pumped in here, keeps my drink cold. This is a nice little cooler. I haven't even driven it yet today, but drink is still pretty cold. So very nice feature there. Pretty good sized glove box and a light inside. Close that up. Alright, so you got a vent there, no big deal. Another vent there, pretty basic. Have your tweeter up here, center channel speaker, another tweeter over there, obviously. Got a door speaker here with the Infinity branding. Again, Infinity by Harman sound system. Got door lock, unlock, and then auto up down windows. Simple as that. Passenger chair, fully electric. Forward, back. No up down, just forward, back, and then back adjustment for leaning forward and backwards. And that takes care of it for the passenger side. Alright guys, I'm going to quickly show you the back seat here. I'm going to start with the camera up there so you can see my main problem with the back seat, main complaint, headroom. As you can see here, I'm just sitting straight up in my seat and I am touching the ceiling with my hair. I'm only 5'8". That's a problem. So, yeah, slouching, much better. But if you want to sit up straight, that's going to be a problem. Tall passengers will complain about that. But on the bright side, tons of legroom back here. Just plenty of legroom. And the seats are very comfortable. Alright, here we are in the back seat. Give you guys a closer look here. As you can see, plenty of legroom here. Lots of legroom in the back seat. It's very nice. I can stretch out my legs, put my feet under the chair, and it's very comfortable. The back seats offer lots of padding, very soft. There's plenty of lateral support as well in the side bolstering, which is nice to see. But these back seats are actually extremely comfortable. For long hauls, short rides, whatever the case may be, they're very comfortable. In front of each seat, there's elastic little stretch pocket here. On the doors, we have heated seats in the back. Again, a 2-stage. They are not cooled, just heated, but very nice to have. And then window up and down, not automatic. And then again, we have the door speakers for the Infinity by Harman sound system. No branding on these back speakers though, which is kind of interesting. As you can see here, plenty of window space in the back seat. Looks nice. We have a handle here along with a hook. Very nice. And the backseat passengers have a nice view out the big panoramic dual sunroof. Very nice looking. Then there's plenty of room here. You can fit 3 people in the back here. It is a nice bench seat, so you do have that option. In the middle here, however, though, you can also pull this down. It's a very nice, again, padded, nice soft leather padded cup holder here in the middle. Makes a good armrest, nice and firm. It's wide enough and fits 2 drinks nicely. This is not a pass-through, so it's not good for like ski poles or skis or anything like that. That some cars have that pass-through for. You would have to put the seats down to access the entire space of the trunk. And speaking of which, I think that's where we'll head next and check out the large trunk. Alright, and looking at the trunk here, I folded down one of the seats. As you can see, it's split into a 1/3, 2/3 configuration. So you can put down one seat and keep the center and far seat up. They do not fold completely flat, but they are pretty close. Offer good storage space and nice size pass-through here. Looking inside the trunk is very spacious. As you can see, I need to vacuum mine out, but there's plenty of space here. Comes with both a carpet and rubberized all-season mat, which is very nice to see, but plenty of space here and a nice large pass-through if you need to put that down, put snowboards, furniture, whatever the case may be in there. Very nice. As you can see, there's the bottom of the 8-inch subwoofer, part of the sound system, but very nice space trunk here. The seat releases are in the trunk, so you will need to open the trunk to put the seats down. You just pull this, and then you go into the back seat compartment and pull the seats down. Alright, I'll just show you guys a quick overview of the sunroof here. We got a nice panoramic sunroof with 2 large windows here. Alright, and this is all controlled through one single button right here. Kind of like a joystick in a way. Alright, so what I can do here is I will push it forward 1 click, and that will close the automatic sunshade. It's just a roller system. Both close at the same time. You can't have one open and one closed, unfortunately. So the way this works is it's kind of like the automatic doors where there are windows where there are 2 stages. Like you can, I'll try and show you this here. You can press it forward, there's 1 click, and then all the way forward is the 2nd click. So you can kind of see there's like a 2-stage switch. So if I push it forward 1 switch, that will always move the sunroof or sunshade or whatever 1 stage either more open, or if I go back 1 stage more open. Excuse me, 1 stage more opened if I go back, or 1 stage more closed if I go forward. If I go 2 clicks, then it will go all the way closed, including the sunshade, or if I go all the way back, as I'll show you in a little bit here, all the way back, it'll open the sunshade and the sunroof completely. So here, if I go 1 click back, it'll do 1 stage and open the sunshade. So if I close the sunshade again, I'll show you what the difference is if I do 2 clicks. So here, if I press it all the way back, the 2-stage click, it'll open the sunshade, and then it also opens the sunroof. So there's what it looks like with the sunroof open. On the inside, opens a nice wind protector here, keeps some of the wind noise out, and some of the wind from entering the cabin. So now if I press it one click forward, it'll just close the sunroof but keep the shade open. And then I can press this whole thing in if I want to just crack the sunroof open. And then press it forward again to close it, or I could have pressed it 2 clicks forward to close the sunshade. Here I'll show you a little closer what the sunshade looks like. Here's what the sunshade looks like when it closes. Just a little roller system there. Kind of cool though. And there's a sunroof setting. I'll also go over the mirror here quick for you. It has home link. So I have my garage door open right now, so what I'll do is I have the garage door saved under this button, so you press and hold. That button will flash red a few times to show you it's working, and then just like that, it'll close my garage door. I have it synced up with that, so that's a very nice feature to have. So a little dark in here now. So I'm gonna actually open that back up so that we can get some better lighting again, but as you can see, that's just paired right there. You can save up to 3 garage doors, all under their own buttons, which is really nice. One thing to note, these buttons are not illuminated at night. So they can be kind of hard to find, so it's kind of just a memory thing. Nice thing to know is that light will always be green, so you can kind of help you find it, but they are not illuminated, which is kind of disappointing. On off here to turn on or off the automatic dimming rear view mirror. As you can see here, it's now nice, very bright. If I turn it back on, it'll automatically dim it now, which is kind of fun to watch actually, but pretty nice little feature there. Kind of maybe go through this again here. Here I am turning it off, it'll get brighter here. See, there we go. There's off, and it's really bright. Turn it back on, and it gets darker. And then this switch just toggles your compass directions on and off. So, kind of cool there. And that takes care of it.